nearly 300 years, humans thought they were alone in the Koprulu sector. They were wrong. The Zerg emerged, seeking to consume all in their path, and before long, the Protoss, a highly advanced alien race, began wiping out infested worlds, burning Zerg and Terran alike. A three-way war, unlike anything humanity had ever faced, erupted almost overnight. All the while, a human civil war raged. Marshal Jim Raynor vowed to oppose the corrupt dictator Arcturus Minsk for the betrayal of the woman he loved, Sarah Kerrigan.
Boys, how about that evac?
Damn you, Arcturus. Don't do this.
It's done. Helmsman, signal the fleet and take us out of orbit. Now.
Kerrigan, a loyal operative, was left to die at the hands of the Zerg. But the Zerg had other plans. They transformed her and unleashed her psionic power upon the Koprulu sector, searching for their real objective, the Protoss homeworld of Auir. The Protoss were unaware of this danger and slow to respond. Their rulers, the Conclave, had dispatched Executor Artanis to hunt for Tassadar, a commander who had refused to wipe out infested Terran worlds. They crossed paths with a Dark Templar mystic, whose kind was considered heretics by the Conclave. Through great effort, Zeratul convinced Tassadar and Artanis that he was not their enemy. Together they rallied more Protoss from both factions against the Zerg. Despite the Conclave's fury, they achieved significant victories against the Swarm. But when Zeratul struck down one of the Overmind's Cerebrits, his own mind was left vulnerable. From his thoughts, the Overmind gleaned Ayr's true location, and the Swarm descended upon the Protoss homeworld with all their might and fury. It was Tassadar who kept the Templar from extinction that day. Using the power of both the Templar and the Dark Templar, he sacrificed himself to kill the Overmind. Auir was lost, but Artanis led the survivors to the Dark Templar's homeworld of Shakuras. Old prejudices were set aside. The Templar were now in the Dark Templar's debt. Without the Overmind, the Swarm fractured. Kerrigan sought control of all the Zerg, even enlisting the aid of old friends and enemies like Raynor, Mengsk, and Zeratul. Once her rule was uncontested, the Queen of Blades betrayed them all. Billions of humans and Protoss were killed. The Zerg stood unchallenged, but to the relief of all, the war seemed to end there. Zeratul suspected the Zerg had fallen under the control of dark forces. He uncovered prophecies stating that an ancient entity, Amon, was attempting to merge Protoss and Zerg lifeforms into an unholy hybrid, and that this evil might already have control of Kerrigan and her power. It was during this time that Executor Artanis, hailed as a hero, was made leader of both the Templar and the Dark Templar. As Hierarch, Artanis united both factions, and promised to one day reclaim the glory they had lost on Auir. Raynor had vowed to see Kerrigan dead, but his retaliatory strike failed. Even his rebellion against Mengsk's tyranny proved ineffective against the Dominion's propaganda machine. But with the arrival of old friends and mysterious new allies, Raynor revived his campaign against the Dominion, scoring major victories on multiple fronts. But Zeratul warned him about the encroaching darkness, and said the key to stopping Amon was the Queen of Blades. She was needed alive. In a daring raid on the Zerg homeworld of Char, armies from the Dominion and Raynor, with help from Arcturus' son Valerian, used an ancient Zelnaga artifact to neutralize Kerrigan's power and free her from Amon's grasp. The Queen of Blades was helpless. The Dominion wanted her dead. Raynor couldn't allow it.
It's okay. I got you.
Valerian Mengsk offered them sanctuary, but his father could not let this opportunity pass. During the raid, Kerrigan and Raynor were separated. Kerrigan escaped, while Raynor...
He was briefly interrogated and summarily executed.
Kerrigan sought vengeance. She set out to reclaim her position as Queen of Blades. With Zeratul guidance, Kerrigan gathered the Zerg broods and ruled the swarm once again. Only this time, free.
The killing will never stop. Until Minsk is dead.
Kerrigan began dismantling the Dominion's military, one mission at a time. To her surprise, she learned that Raynor was still alive. She charted a course to Korhal, Minsk's stronghold. Despite encountering his best troops and traps, she personally ended his life. But there was little time to celebrate. Amon's plans were still unfolding. Kerrigan left Raynor to rebuild, while she hunted her true enemy. Raynor and Valerian Minsk set about reforming the Dominion, with a just government. With the Zerg and Terrans quelled, Hierarch Artanis saw an opportunity. He declared that the unified Protoss, Templar and Dark Templar alike, would retake Auir. Any dissenting voices went unheard amid the hope for reclamation. Zeratul set off alone, searching for the truth, hoping against hope that the Hierarch was not making a terrible mistake.
The swarm brought ruin to our world. Our proud people became refugees. And yet, they could not shatter our unity. For we are bound by the Kala, the sacred union of our every thought and emotion. Today, we retake our homeworld, and with it, our legacy.
A great evil looms over the galaxy. The dark god Amon has returned. Spurred on by Zeratul's prophecies, Kerrigan and her swarm set out to destroy Amon's hybrid forces, hoping to stop the coming oblivion. With the threat of the Zerg Queen absent, the Protoss hierarch Artanis raised a massive invasion fleet, left the Dark Templar world of Shakuras, and committed to restore his people's former glory by reclaiming their lost homeworld of Auir. Hey everybody, this is Easy, and welcome back to Let's Play Starcraft 2 Legacy of the Void.
Templar. At long last, we stand at the threshold of destiny. For today, we will restore the glory of our legacy. Today, we will retake what we have lost and reclaim our homeworld. And may the Kala's light guide us.
The invasion fleet stands ready. We await only your command, Hierarch.
You must halt this invasion at once.
Zeratul?
Templar! Arrest this traitor!
No! We will hear him out.
The end war has come. Amon, the Dark One, has returned.
This heretic cannot be trusted.
This invasion is a distraction from the true battle ahead. Amon's fury will engulf the entire galaxy.
Do not forget that it was his interference that brought ruin to Auir.
And that burden weighs heavily upon me. Artanis, I have found a way to stand against the coming darkness. You must believe me.
We have been through much together, Zeratul. But far too many have sacrificed, in the hopes that this moment would come to pass. Executor! Commence the invasion!
The reclamation of Auir is underway. We are preparing to siege the warp network at Coruscant now.
Well done, Selendis. Once the warp conduits are free of infestation, our forces will strike as one across the surface of Auir.
The Templar await your command, Hierarch.
Alright folks, welcome back to Legacy of the Void. I actually just completed this campaign for the first time yesterday. And I'm recording it today, so this is going to be very interesting for me. Because this campaign was a complete pain. There's parts of this campaign I don't ever want to see again, but I'm going to do it. Missions took me a long time. This campaign may have missions that are 40-45 minutes long, solely because of the way this is run.
To join your forces. Use them well, Artanis.
Now this first part is just basic run through things, you don't need to worry about it yet, but later on you will need some strategy involved in this mission. I'm going to try to do this somewhat quicker, but I cannot guarantee that. Just because of how this is, the mission and all that stuff and what it takes. And I found it funny how you get certain units here, but just wait. As long as you keep your Colossi alive, you are fine for right now. Your Colossi and your Immortals are important. What the? That's... I guess that's a Nidus Worm. That's a dead Colossi. That's not cool.
We move
Your immortals and colossi are important in this mission, but you
There
need
is a
everything.
Zerg hive cluster near your warriors. If possible, we should destroy it.
That was a horrible engagement there. Once you free this, once you free up here, you actually get more units, so you just want to save as many as you can for right now. I may have already messed this up with only 16 units right now. I can't remember if that's what I needed or not.
Well fought, my warriors. Let us return our focus to reclaiming the warp conduit.
You get more units here, which is good. I kind of wish you get to choose what units you get, but nope, you don't get that option.
I am the heart of darkness. For the reckoning.
Now, you are going to kite. I hear that right now. You are going to kite these guys. Because if you don't, you are going to lose. That's what this mission basically is. It's basically teaching you how to micro to an extent. And given again, I could have done this deck a little bit better. I could have not ran in balls deep and just attacked them, but it's the first part of the mission.
Very wise.
The Colossi are what really saved you in this mission because of the Zerglings and everything that just come after you. That's eerie. Since it's just a bunch of lings, you can just storm pretty much and it'll be fine. Because the Colossi will handle. You may lose a Stalker or Zealots, but the Colossi will handle that pretty well. That out and yeah, you claimed this one. This is one of 3.
Selendis, the conduit is ours. Warp down reinforcements.
As you command.
2 warp conduits remain in the grip of the Zerg. Ready yourselves, brethren. We move for victory.
What reinforcements we get? I always save after each one of these checkpoints just to be safe, because you never know what can happen. That way I don't have to worry about re-recording everything.
Very well.
The Banelings that I'm worried about the most, really.
There are more hives in the surrounding area. Destroying them would deal the Zerg a crippling blow.
Yes, I actually did use Zealots. Cannon fodder right there. Now, you do want to do the optional objectives in this mission. Sometimes you don't want to do them, but this mission you do, because you get more units for it. Colossi are just really OP anyway. And the fact that you get the Colossi in this mission, back it up, Zealots, don't be stupid. The ability to Blink Stalker is good, because the Blink Stalkers, obviously, they can just shoot, get them to run at you, and blink back, and you're dead. Shoot, blink back, and you're all dead. Now we storm the castle here.
A hive.
This is pretty easy. Now, I do like how in this campaign they actually had the story so far. It showed you the history of Starcraft and all that story. I liked that. I really did.
Continue on, brothers.
For some people who may not have played Brood War or couldn't remember it, went over the events in pretty good detail, actually. Now, before this game came out, before Legacy of the Void was released, I actually went back and played all of Brood War. Just because I missed it. Honestly, I just missed the game. You want to verse these guys as fast as possible, because if you save them, you get them.
Hierarch, we thank you for your aid.
I have
Allow us
57
to
units.
join you in battle.
Honestly, I have more units than 200 supply right now, which is pretty funny. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Shoot, 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 shoot. I have a lot of units, but I still don't want to lose any for stupid reasons. This is where Colossi will really shine, because they have a lot of light units. And Colossi make light units melt. Now this next one's going to be hard. I believe I'm up just right. Shoot the Ultralist, back it up. Blink, and there. Oh, shh. Did not want both of them. Okay, that worked a lot better than it could have. I could have been a lot worse than that. Okay, we go here, shoot the Zergling. Blink back. Colossi make them melt.
It shall be as you say.
That Zergling, and Colossi make them melt. Now we push up.
May the Kala guide
Now,
our
it's really hard to get all of the units just because... Oh, by the way, that's the old style queen from Brood War that flies.
Another hive lies in ruins. Only one remains, my warriors.
This is really all that's left of the Zerg invasion of Auir. They didn't do that good. Because how did we lose to them?
You require my skills.
Now,
Very wise.
I really enjoyed this campaign. I enjoyed the story of it more than anything else. The gameplay was just unbelievably annoying and made me want to stab people.
I am the heart
But
of darkness.
nothing's perfect.
For now, we are one.
Just go. That was messed up from the beginning. Just go. The Guardians, they are dangerous. They are deadly. But, I mean, it's not that hard to do this. If you have enough units, just storm the castle.
The second warp conduit is activating now.
We get even
Psi
more
matrix signal
units.
confirmed. Reinforcements warping in at your location.
But get them, I want them.
We are
50. I got 50 units. 50.
command me. My meditation.
53 units here.
intriguing.
Now, after doing this entire campaign, it's just forgot about this.
This brood is coordinated. Their actions are intelligent, beyond feral Zerg.
Now, I may have missed this. I may need to reload this because that was a horrible engagement on my part, but I should be fine.
It shall be.
Maybe get more reinforcements when I go kill this hive over here.
For the record, I am the voice of the eclipse.
Going slow like this is the best way to do this because you save most of your forces.
Very well.
Once they have a little amount of men left, you can just go in there and storm. It's not a big deal. But you need to take the buildings out anyway, so... Gotta take out the spine crawlers because you can't kite them. Can't kite a building! So,
The final hive has fallen.
this story in this game actually is pretty good. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it actually more than Heart of the Swarm. Heart of the Swarm story was ridiculous and stupid. But this one actually worked really, really well for me. Getting to the final mission and beating it was... The final mission in this campaign is ridiculous. If any of you guys have played it, you'll know what I'm talking about.
The final conduit lies before us. Show the Zerg no mercy.
Now, they do have this... This first part is what makes it tricky, because you have to manage these... This is the force you gotta be careful. Now, they're gonna keep coming, obviously. I mean, they are Zerg, they're swarming you like they're supposed to. But this first part is not hard. I have more units than I did at this point last time. I think I did this 26 last time. In my own personal playthrough. Now, I do multiple playthroughs of this. I did one playthrough just so I could actually... Oh shit, that's right, there's hybrids.
Your fate is sealed. Impossible. Hybrid on Auir. It is they who have been leading the Zerg.
Very well.
Forgot about that little detail there. Yes, that makes this mission a lot harder.
We move unseen.
Because there's hybrid to worry about. Now, this is where you want a lot of your men because of the hybrid. As you guys know, but hybrids suck.
State thy bidding. Very well.
Now, if you can kill the bandits where they get you, you're doing fine.
Intriguing.
There's more hybrid, don't worry about that.
This is the end of your...
Now, I should be fine. I should have enough forces to do this. Colossi kind of eat the hybrid alive. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. So, yeah, it's dead, and we got the conduit.
The warp conduits have been secured. Our starfighters are moving to take this fight across the surface.
Take command of the invasion, Executor. Zeratul, You and I must discuss this most recent turn of events further.
Well, that was the first mission in Legacy of the Void. I still can't get this achievement for some reason. I could have actually done it if I tried, but I don't really care. That was the first mission for auir! With an exclamation point. It always made me laugh every time I saw that. Now, what happens when Artanis and Zeratul talk? What awaits us on the planet auir? Can we retake our homeland? Find out in the next episode of Let's Play StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void.